All right, everybody, welcome back to another edition of Panda Watch.
Yay, yay.
I'm at Studio 318 in New York City.
And I'm checking in from rainy studios in 2846 Hogan Court.
I'm Steven Zebrak,
And
and
it's your boy Kev Ma.
all right, back for another edition, baby. This time we're doing a little video streaming, so you can see our ugly faces as we do the Panda
Speak for
Watch.
yourself, my brother. Speak for yourself. You see this right here? The kid is clean. And there's the camera. But now I got to
Yeah,
speak into the microphone.
yeah, sound is more important. But right now, we still don't have any sponsors. We got one maybe in the works. We'll get to that later. We don't have any sponsors now, but we will not take a sponsorship from Michelob Ultra. Fuck
I
those
mean,
motherfuckers.
there's no hostility, but no, we don't want to be sponsored by Michelob Ultra.
Yeah,
They are the worst. And their commercials are even more atrocious.
we don't want to go hiking and then have Michelob Ultra. Like, what is that shit?
That's not a reward. And if anybody actually does do that, I'm not here to pass judgment. I would just say you're better than that, and you should love yourself a lot more.
I'm here to pass judgment. You fucking suck if that's what you do. Anyways, on to our first topic of the day. It's been all over the sports news, especially in the baseball world. Fucking Jonathan Papelbon attacking and trying to choke Bryce Harper.
I mean, he went. You got to give him respect. He went after the Golden Boy.
All right, so a little background information for those of you who have been under a rock the past couple of days. The Nats have been eliminated from postseason contention as of Saturday, so they had a pretty meaningless game on Sunday. Bryce Harper, in the eighth inning of a tie ball game, hit a routine pop-up, put his head down, got pissed, and then started jogging to first. Now, before we get into whether he should have sprinted out of the box, because that's ridiculous. If
Hey,
the
man, look, baseball is such a traditionalist game that you've got to do it the right way. And now that I'm on camera, you can see these quotes.
Yeah. So here, the funny thing though about that is if he sprints and the ball drops, he probably gets thrown out at second base. So if he still runs the first base just at a pace that isn't 100%, he'll be fine. He'll still be on first base. It's not like he walked to the dugout. He still ran the first. He just didn't do it, I guess, at the pace that Jonathan Papelbon thought was necessary.
But
So
Papelbon is a two-time World Series champion, right?
one time,
One time, sorry.
just 2007.
All right.
So, and the funny thing is, Papelbon's teammate was David Ortiz, and you know that fat fuck wasn't running out of pop up.
I mean, he didn't run out too many things.
Yeah, he ran to get some fried chicken.
Hey, man.
During that 2013 season, the big knock on them was that they were in the clubhouse drinking beer and eating fried chicken. And David
And
Ortiz,
David Ortiz was the only one eating fried chicken?
no, it was Josh Beckett and other white guys too.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna call me on that too.
Hey, man. I mean, it was just conveniently timed that after David Ortiz, you came with fried chicken.
Yeah, but he's not even really black, is he?
I mean, he's Dominican. He's dark, man.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he's black.
I mean, where did he get his African tones from?
The Dominican.
Come on, man.
All right, on to it.
You've read history books, right?
Yeah, I know what happens, but he's Dominican.
All right, back to the topic.
Okay, so Bryce Harper's walking back to the dugout, and Jonathan Papelbon, since he's already entered the game, he's not in the bullpen. He starts chirping at Bryce from the rail of the dugout. And obviously you can't hear what they're saying, but you can imagine he's saying, why aren't you running that out? Like, you need the hustle, run that, run it out all the time. Bryce gets back into the dugout. They're still jawing at each other. Papelbon standing a few steps above him. And, who knows what they're saying. Maybe Bryce is saying, like, look, dude, I've hit 40 home runs this season. I'm batting over 330. I'm going to be the National League MVP. Lay off me, dude. I didn't sprint on a pop-up.
Or Bryce said, yo, I don't like you. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. I'm the best player on this team. Shut your mouth.
I highly doubt that's what he said, but you're right, it could have happened.
It could have happened to the point where, like, I mean, we have to explain why. What else can you explain Jonathan putting his hands on that man's throat?
Because he's a fucking psychotic douche.
Mm.
I mean, and so anyways, Papelbon apparently is hurt enough. Just lunges at Bryce with both hands and tries to choke him. I mean, teammates immediately separate them. And then at the end of the inning, Matt Williams sends Jonathan Papelbon out to pitch again.
Gosh.
So right after
Matt Williams can't catch a break out here, man.
Oh yeah, he can't catch a break. Come on, that guy's had plenty of chances. He's been handed a ridiculously talented roster. He got some breaks. Anyway, sends him out to the bottom of the ninth. Papelbon proceeds to completely blow the game to his former team, the shitty Phillies.
Can you point shave in baseball?
I'm sorry?
Can you point shave in baseball?
Oh, I'm sure you could. I mean, the 1919
served up meatballs all day.
Yeah, the 1919 Chicago White Sox all got banned from baseball for throwing the World Series.
Is that where my man Shoeless Joe?
Yep, that's why he's been banned from baseball.
Gosh, man. I thought it was because he didn't have no damn shoes on.
Yeah, I mean, that was how he got the nickname, but that's not... He didn't get it from throwing the World Series game. He got it from back when he was younger and playing, and he played without shoes. Anyways, we're digressing a lot from this topic. Matt Williams, after the game, when asked about it, said, Papelbon's our closer. That's why I threw him out there in the ninth. He's our closer. It was a tie game. I threw him out there. Yeah, we'll handle it. So he says all the stupid cliche things that...
Which he's been doing all year. He's been consistent.
Yeah, he's been consistently stupid and saying the cliche shit in post conferences. So he says all that, and then it comes out later that he had no idea what had happened. He later it says that he sent Papelbon out there. He didn't realize there was a scuffle between them. He's literally 20 feet away from them, and he didn't realize that they were fighting.
Do we have video of him being close there? And do you believe him?
I believe him because he's that stupid. And yes, we have video of him standing on the top dugout step, as always, 20 feet away from the altercation.
I mean...
It's not like he went to the concession stand to grab a fucking hot dog, and then he's like, oops, I missed it. He's standing right there the entire time.
Oh, man. Well, again, Matt can't catch a break, dude. It's like maybe his bench coach is supposed to relay that message to him that, hey, man, these dudes are fighting in the dugout. You want to do something? But at that same time when that fight was happening, there was a pitch in play, right? So he's probably watching the game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you might have been watching the game. I'm not saying he wasn't focusing on the game. I'm just saying there are people fighting 20 feet from you, and you don't notice it?
I mean, that's how locked in that guy is, man. Just stone cold.
I guess so. I mean, it's just a shame that they didn't let it spill out onto the field like Major League 2.
Great reference.
But
anyway. Wait. Hold on.
Okay.
Papelbon is suspended for 4 games now. And he had the other 3 for throwing at Machado. Matt Williams suspended Harper for his role in this game. So after this season, are we going to see Matt Williams as the Nats manager again? Or was that the straw that broke the camel's back?
I highly doubt it. Earlier in the year, they extended his contract through 2016, but that's pretty standard practice. You don't like any manager coaching as a lame duck. But I highly doubt he'll be around after this. And Papelbon's, when they traded for him, they took on his contract through 2016 as well. If they have to take the hit and pay him the money, $9 million, $10 million, but it's probably more than that. It's probably more like 12 or 13 million. That's a drop in the bucket for the Lerners. They'll gladly get rid of him if it means keeping Bryce and the rest of the Nationals happy. And I think Williams is done. which is my personal opinion. I was on board with, seeing how he handled everything at the end and how he would go about it. But now it's time for them to go. It's time to get someone new in there. Not even someone new. Maybe even promote Randy Knorr, the bench coach. And
Is that the guy that passed up the first time?
Yeah, they were deciding between him and Matt Williams after Davey left.
Yeah.
So.
But that's interesting that was the choke that was heard around the world in the sports world this year. I too have a similar experience with having an almost choke out situation happen to me.
Okay. Do tell, because I'm sure the audience would love to hear about the time.
The audience always loves when. I mean, people love fights. So you may or may not believe this, but some college out there let me play basketball, and we were in the middle of the game. I went to Bridgewater College. Shout out. We're playing a team called Emory and Henry, and they ran a up and down pace of play. They come down and shoot threes. If you're familiar with Grinnell, the team that shoots about 60 to 70 threes a game.
Right. They usually have a cherry picker too. Did that team have a cherry picker?
Oh yeah, these guys got out and gone. They probably averaged 80, 90, 95 points a game. Anyway, I hadn't been playing the whole year. Finally got some playing time in this up and down game. This was reminiscent of growing up in Northern Virginia playing fast press breaking basketball.
Now, sorry, I'm going to stop you real quick.
Yep.
How old were you?
I am 22. This is my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah, 22, senior year. Halfway through the season, started to get some shine. Playing, games fast. Got a lot of teammates out there. We're balling. We're playing well. And we get a steal, and I think I had an assist to a teammate. And in typical Kevin fashion, because I love to talk, I'm in one of the players' face. He's getting back in my face, and I get a technical foul. Now, Bridgewater is an old-time, like, Mayberry neighborhood. So just think of a town of just like a whole bunch of old people watching college kids play basketball. And our coach was old school and traditional, and he didn't play that kind of thing. So I get subbed out, even though the technical was, I was involved in the play, but it wasn't solely my fault. Anyway, took responsibility. I'm out they take me out the game, and I'm getting talked to by the assistant coach, and all of a sudden, the head coach, leans over with two hands and just grabs my neck, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And I looked at him, mind you, he's 65 years old, and I'm like, with a look that says, "Coach, you can't be serious right now." And then the assistant coach at the time, PW, grabs Leatherman. They pull me aside. The AD's like, "Hey, man, is everything okay?" And, yeah, it was just surreal. It was just like one of those in-the-moment type things like, yo, did that really just happen? And, yep, it happened.
Wow, I mean, you got reverse Spreewell there.
I mean, it was really reverse Spreewell right there. But I had so much respect for him, but at the same time, I was like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you've lost your mind.
Yeah, and that person you've seen flash on the podcast was our special guest tonight, Mr. Jamison Stratman, who was a teammate of your boy Kev Moz at Bridgewater.
He was. And Jay, I mean, do you remember this game?
I remember the game very clearly, although I have to say I did not see the situation that you described, so I can't confirm or deny if he was choking you or if you were potentially choking him or anything like that.
Oh.
I don't know. I can't.
How many points did you have in that game, by the way?
It was career high, 29 points. But
nice.
More impressively is definitely the fact that I, too, got a technical in that game. But I wasn't taken out of the game, nor was I choked. So.
Yeah.
Oh, so Coach might be a little racist then.
Yeah. Hey, man, we don't want to infer
That is
anything.
not what I'm saying. That is not what I'm saying.
Oh, so
again, we cannot confirm or deny.
The white point scorer gets a tech, all's forgiven. The black bench point guard gets a tech and he gets choked out.
He gets choked out.
I like that you called me a point scorer. That's cool. I like that.
Well, you dropped 29. You were a point scorer at least for that game.
Yeah, but as Kev said, with the type of style that team played, you could kind of cherry pick yourself and just clean up on layups. So that was that was my
Look at
move.
him. Look at him, the humble Jay Stratman. 6 years ago, he would not be this humble about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah.
Jay's not on here to confirm whether or not Kevin got choked.
Even though, thank you, Jay, for confirming that story.
A great way to introduce him to all 15 of our viewers. Jay's on here to talk about his new business venture, and I'll stop talking for a moment and let Jay kind of give you the rundown, and we'll ask him some questions, let him explain what's going on. Jay, all on you, buddy.
Ooh, thank you, Z. So many of you were at the launch party. I think probably 12 out of the 15 viewers were probably there over at Ragdoll.
I'd say about 8 of our listeners.
Yes, supporting our launch on Kickstarter. So the invention is the Bro Ball, which is the world's first Bluetooth speaker that is also a football.
Did I just hear you right? Did you say the world's?
The world's first.
Like,
I haven't confirmed if there's Bro Balls on Mars, or I know there's water there now. Or whatever.
there is water there, but I mean the world. Wow. Earth.
Yes, but definitely
Earth.
definitely Earth. Yes.
Welcome to Earth. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like if Independence Day comes true, and they walk out with Bro Balls, and I'll be like, all right, well, those guys had Bro Balls, and Will Smith will punch him in the face. But as of now, from what I can tell, we are the world's first Bluetooth speaker in a football.
Nice.
So yeah, we're live on Kickstarter right now. First chance to get the world's first Bluetooth speaker in a football, and it is called the Bro Ball. And everyone should check it out. We've been posted on things like CNET lately, so we're getting a little bit of a buzz.
Well, that's dope.
All right, nice. So real quick, Jay, people just all they have to do to go to Kickstarter, just search Bro Ball, and your thing will come up.
Search Bro Ball on Kickstarter. You can also go directly to broballspeaker.com, and that will take you to our Kickstarter page. Yes, that's my plug right there. But it's the perfect invention for hanging out at the beach. I know you two are big into like hiking, drinking Michelob Ultra, all that stuff. So if you got, it's the perfect thing to add.
We will kick you off the show right now. Okay.
That might be worth a lifetime ban if you ever insinuate that we drink Michelob Ultra.
It is the perfect addition.
Now, Jay, obviously you can play with this at the beach, throw it in the ocean, in the lake, whatever. How deep can you go with the ball before it begins to start acting up?
So in terms of range, like from your phone, we've gotten it over 50 yards. So that's one of the big benefits of it, is that when you're at somewhere where you want to go into the water or whatever, you can sort of leave your phone on the towel at the beach, and you can go, up to 50 yards away from your phone and keep playing music, keep streaming. Same thing if you I know Kev definitely has a cannon for an arm, so he can bomb it like
Thank you.
He can bomb it a good 11 yards, and it's going to stay connected.
Now, for those NFL fans out there, 50 yards is about 4 times further than Peyton Manning can throw the ball currently.
Exactly. He might not be our spokesman.
The GOAT, the sheriff, is 3-0, by the way. 3-0, people.
But then, Z, back to your other question. So in terms of in the water, you can take it in the water. It can go completely underwater. It can actually stay underwater for up to 30 minutes before it would cause you a problem. It's not a speaker intended for that, but it's just something that you can take anywhere and not have to worry about it. So people are digging it.
All right, nice. So it handles sand and dirt pretty well, I'm assuming.
It does. It's built for all that stuff. So it's we really think it's the most durable speaker there is. Because there's no other speaker that you can get your hands on that you can literally throw around.
All right, well, I'm digging it.
The Bro Ball sounds dope. What are the numbers we're talking about? I know we are on Kickstarter. What's our goal?
Our goal is $75,000, which will give us the funds to start all the manufacturing processes. So right now I think we just passed $29,000. We have 19 days left on Kickstarter to get to it.
All right. So a little bit halfway through, and we've got a good chunk of change, but they can keep going.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's very cool stuff.
Well done. So the Bro Ball, I mean, do you think you see yourself like down the road partnering with the NFL and just like getting down there? That'd be dope. Just
Yeah,
like
a lot of people ask us about like licensing because they're like, I need to get a Giants ball or a Colts ball. So it's definitely something on our radar. We want to try to get. We've already created a sort of sleeve that can cover the ball. That the goal is to ultimately have people be able to customize the actual sleeve so that they can go with whatever team colors they want, things like that.
Are you thinking like bedazzling that thing?
Yeah, I want mine with some sequins.
Yeah.
Steven definitely would be a sequiner.
Oh, yeah, man. Girls in New York love sequins. Actually, they don't. I'm just kidding.
Bitches love sequins, huh?
Yeah.
Excuse me, ladies. Ladies. Lovely ladies.
Yeah, that's very cool stuff,
Yeah,
man.
but I don't think anybody would. I mean, the way the Colts are playing right now, they would. If I said I wanted Colts Bro Ball, yes, I would take the Bro Ball, but the Colts one would probably be in low demand because they suck right now.
Yeah, maybe that'll help Luck start throwing the ball a little bit better.
Hey, we're going to segue over to the NFL right now, but you're not going to talk about my quarterback like that. That fourth quarter was magic.
Yeah, so for those of you paying attention, the Colts barely escaped starting the season 0-3 with a late comeback against the
Fighting Mariotas.
Juggernaut Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty. I was playing golf while this game was happening. But,
What a fan.
But I was following with my phone, football on my phone, man.
All right.
And I could see those last two touchdowns. I was just happy to see that defense come through and that offensive line just patch their way to a 3-sack performance. It was great. It was beautiful. But they got the win, and that's all we wanted.
Right. I mean, that's all you need. You just need to start it off. I mean, a win's a win, no matter how ugly that and your quarterback is. A win is a win.
Hey, it is the opposite of last game of the season. Can't hold anything back. It's literally the beginning of the season. I mean, you can hold a little bit back, and we play in the AFC South. And by we, I mean me and all my other NFL teammates.
Yeah, I mean, it's the beginning of the season. You can hold some stuff back, but what does our boy Herm Edwards always say?
Hello?
You play to win the game.
Oh, they always cut the clip after hello? Hello?
Wait, am I supposed to have that on audio and just hit a button?
Yeah, man. We're about 4 years away from that.
Yeah, we're still not there yet.
We're still a low budget
Yeah.
mom and pop shop podcast.
Indeed. So a couple other 3-0 teams that kind of surprised me were the Panthers and the Falcons over there in the NFC South. I mean, usually that division, all you need is 7 wins, and you got a pretty good chance at winning it. I mean, these guys started off 3-0. Super Cam is willing his team to victories, and Matt Ryan and Julio are just going nuts.
Cam. I mean, you can never pass up an opportunity to say that.
Oh, right. My fault.
I mean, no, the Panthers look like the class of that division. Cam
which I guess isn't saying much, but yeah, it's still good for them.
It's not saying much, but I mean, hey, you got to win a division, or you can win a division to ensure yourself a place in the playoffs. It's nothing to sniff at, guy.
No, you're right.
Whose team has missed the playoffs the last 3 years.
They can't control what division they're in, and all they have to do is go out there and win it. So, good for them. They're playing well. Although Ed Hockley does not think that Cam Newton is old enough to get some roughing the passer call.
I guarantee you, Hockley, he big timed him. I guarantee it. Hockley got all those damn muscles. He has been waiting for this moment to big time somebody.
You know, I honestly think there was a slight mix-up because Deadspin was trying to figure out if any amateur lip readers out there could figure out what they were saying to each other. And I guarantee, I don't guarantee, sorry, 90% sure that when Cam asked him why he didn't get the call, Hockley was like, "You're running," and Cam thought that said, "You're a youngin." So,
I mean, you're running and you're a youngin. Similar, different. But, I mean, Hockley came out and he already has the backing of Blandino. So he's already ran to his superior and said, "Look, man, vouch for me. That kid's just a player." So I mean, again.
If he said kid again, that would have hurt his case.
I mean, he probably, that's what I'm saying. He probably told Blandino in the meeting that. I mean, that meeting wasn't videotaped or audio recorded, like all their transactions should be, or interactions should be now.
Transactions, yeah.
Since we've got Deflategate just hovering around the NFL. It's like, if we really want to be all-encompassing, then just put a microphone everywhere, and that way we don't have to have any secrets.
Yeah, just be transparent.
Just
That way we won't second guess the NFL
Truman
again.
Show all the way through.
Yep. But any other observations from the NFL you got for Week 3?
I don't know, but my fantasy team took a beating this week.
Yeah, your fantasy team's pretty awful. 0-3 to start the season.
Hey, man, I've got stars on that team. They're just not performing.
It's all right. You'll get there. You'll get there.
Did you see that my man Chris Brown is supposed to be going to Australia, but he can't get in?
He's trying to go to Australia. That's for sure.
Jay, you're a big Chris Brown fan, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, man's got a voice. What do you want?
The man's got a voice.
He's also
That's
got
all
a
it takes to be a fan of Chris Brown. He's got a voice, guys.
He's got a right, doesn't he?
He's got a right.
Oh, hey.
Gosh damn it, Steven.
My fault.
If he was here, he'd shake his fist at you, man.
Right. We just lost all the Chris Brown fans that were listeners.
Well,
Isn't he he's from Virginia, Chris Brown?
Tappahannock in the house.
Dang.
That's where Lil D's from, man. Shout out to my homie Lil D. Tappahannock. Down there.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're saying. I just wait for you to finish.
That's it, man.
No, you moved up to New York, Z, and now all of a sudden you don't know anything about Virginia.
Yeah, now he's not in Virginia anymore.
I'm too cool, man. I'm trying to forget it.
Yeah, but Chris is. So Australia's got like pretty stringent visa rules where it's like, hey man, any violent offenses you can't get in.
See, I don't even think that's just. Who knows, like how strict they are with their visa process? I think they saw it. They're like, fuck him. He's not even good. So let's just make a stand right here.
But they clearly Australia did not book the Chris Brown performance, but somebody in Australia did, the promoter. So obviously he is that big.
No, I think what happened is he's like, hey, exactly. He talked to someone outside of the government, booked the venue before he got permission to come over, and now he's like, oh shit, I can't come over. And the funny thing about that is Australia was founded by British criminals, and they won't even let him in.
Yeah.
I think that what happened was like the tourism people in Australia decided that this would be a good move for them. Like they're like, you know what, let's just tell that dude Chris Brown nope, and then everyone will be talking about it. And like, because I never talked about visiting Australia before, but I've been hearing a lot about it, and it's like, Chris Brown's not allowed in. Everyone's talking about it. It's a good PR move. I think that was their strategy.
Jay, do you know why you never talked about going to Australia before?
Because
it takes 2 fucking days to get there.
Hey, man. I mean, all the pictures of Australia looks dope as hell.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful continent, not even just a country.
A beautiful place to be.
There's a lot of animals that can kill you over there.
Although I don't think I'd ever go there because I don't want to get the boot from the Australian Prime Minister.
Is that the Simpsons episode?
Yep. Yeah. That's what they should do to Chris Brown.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
They gave him the boot before he even got it.
Yeah, what if they started off the concert with like, all right, mates, we're going to come up here and give Chris Brown a nice little boot in the rear.
Everybody's just slamming Foster's beer. They're like, yeah, get him out of here.
I like it.
Get an Australian accent.
Give him a boot, and then let him into the country. I mean, talk about promoting your country, Jay. If they just gave him a boot.
Wait, you just told me it was a continent, man. That's a country?
It's both, man. Come on.
That would be quite a move. They're like, all right, everyone. Not only do you get a Chris Brown show, but first.
What is that movie or TV show? Yeah, kick him right in the ass. That's Dave Chappelle. When he keeps it real.
Oh yeah, the kung fu fighter.
Yeah, kick him right in the ass. But yeah, I think that's kind of crazy. I kind of hope they stick with it. And Australia wasn't the first one. Their friends over in New Zealand denied him access too.
Damn. Well, these Chris is just gonna have to fly to the Middle East and some rich king.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll love him at
UAE will be like, hey man, come on out. Yeah, Qatar's paying everybody. They're like, yo, you want to come here? It's 140 degrees in January.
Yeah, we'll have some indentured servants build you a stadium.
Yeah, man. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of the bill. Just come over here and sing. Let's see if you can run it over here in 150 degree weather. That man will pass out before he even gets to perform.
Yeah. He'll need to have 2 IVs of water going through his system.
And you can't beat that, Chris.
But, speaking of entertainment, a big form of entertainment I love is fall network television.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, folks.
And we're back.
A favorite of PandaWatch is back, and it's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, starring Andy Samberg.
You have to love Andy Samberg.
Yeah, I think it starts off
Terry
pretty
Crews.
well. Starts off pretty. Yeah, Terry Crews is great in that, obviously too. Andre Brower was also phenomenal as Captain Ray Holt. But I think they started off strong with a good guest star in the first episode of season 3, and that was none other than Bill Hader.
I mean, Hader and Samberg, they've got that good SNL connection. There's a good chemistry on TV.
Yeah,
We're not going to ruin it for you guys, but you definitely should get in there and check it out.
Yeah, I think it was a solid start to the season, that episode. And another solid start was Last Man on Earth. Kevin, I don't know if... Man, turn off your phone, Kevin.
My fault, man.
Come on, I put the shit on vibrate. You can put it on vibrate.
That's the queen. I thought we were on vibrate.
All right, it's all right. Was it at least Leah?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Tell her I say hola.
I will.
All right. Anyway, Leah's Bolivian, so that's why I said hola. Anyway.
She's gorgeous as well.
Yeah, no one's denying that. It's all right, though. Last Man on Earth had a good start, too. I don't know if were you able to see
I did not get to Last Man on Earth, but Will Forte, man, you can't go wrong with him. He's not comedy royalty yet, but he's in the monarchy.
I mean, we already loved him from MacGruber, and I'm sure Jay can verify how great MacGruber was.
I knew you loved it, Z.
I mean, if you don't, if Jay hasn't watched it, that's unfortunate. But he should, and everybody out there else should also be watching MacGruber.
It's on Netflix.
Probably not, because it should still be on Blu-ray because it's that good.
Yeah, I know it was on HBO Go for a while. I don't think it's made the move over to Netflix yet, but definitely MacGruber. I'll tell you what, though, there was one season premiere I was kind of disappointed with. I actually wasn't even going to really watch it, but I decided to give it a chance. That was The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah? Which one was that, man?
The Simpsons 280th season premiere or whatever it was. In the episode, Marge and Homer get a trial separation, and it just ended. It was awful.
They get a child separation?
A trial separation.
Oh, trial separation.
Right, my fault.
Yeah.
Trial separation.
So they go, like, Marge is dating other dudes and Homer's talking to whoever he wants?
Yeah, Homer's starts banging Lena Dunham, or at least a character voiced by Lena Dunham.
So is Homer still, like, a middle-aged man? Or
oh, yeah, they're stuck on, I believe the ages, I think Homer's supposed to be 36. Marge is the same age. Bart is 10. Lisa's 8, and Maggie's obviously 1.
All right.
So they're stuck in that age forever, which is fine. I mean, South Park does the same thing. Actually, South Park had them age like 1 year over the course of the whole series. But it just I won't even say watch it yourselves because it was so awful. Basically, there were like 3 different dream sequences in the whole episode. Like Homer dreams it, then Marge dreams it, and then they're like in therapy, like working it out. It's really strange.
Simpsons went bizarro world on us.
Yeah, I mean, after like over 600 episodes, you kind of run out of ideas.
Clearly. So just throw in the towel. Like, what are y'all holding on for?
Money, clearly.
Well, that is due.
I guess they have very expensive habits because everyone on The Simpsons still needs to be paid. But another show that I do want to check out, though, it premiered tonight, was The Grinder. And that's not to be confused with the app on your phone. The Grinder is...
On my phone or your phone?
I mean, I'm trying to be inclusive, so
nice.
On anyone's.
Yeah. It can be on anybody's phone.
Right. So.
But let's just make sure whose phone's it on though.
It's not on my phone.
Oh, okay.
Jay?
Yeah, it's certainly not on mine.
Not mine. But do your thing if it's on your phone.
Right.
More power to you. The technology out there is just letting everybody get all kinds of ass if you can get it. I mean, you still have to finish the play, but you can't say that you're not being put in the game.
Oh, exactly. I mean, apps all over the place, apps on apps on apps, and there's about 25 different dating apps. Anyways, we're getting off topic on this.
OJ the Juice Man reference. Isn't that who sang that song?
What?
Who sings Racks on Racks on Racks?
How do you not know this?
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
I don't listen to bad rap music, even though I do like that song. I know Future's on the second verse.
Jay, do you know?
It's a Drake song, right?
It probably is a Drake song.
Okay.
No, wait. Racks on Rack. No, that's from Watch the Throne, isn't it?
No, the lyric is from Watch the Throne, but there's a song, Racks on Racks on Racks, by somebody.
Can we get some call-in users or something? I mean,
Can somebody phone in?
Yeah, Jay, you're the first guest ever on PandaWatch, so enjoy the distinction.
Consider
I love
yourself
that.
honored. You might be the first and last guest on PandaWatch.
Yeah,
I'm not going to allow there to be another guest. If I hear of another guest, I will track them down.
Yikes.
Okay.
I like being the only one.
I kind of want to see this, so let's just get it out there that there'll be another guest and see what Jay does.
Yo, there is water on Mars, Steven.
Yeah, there is water on Mars. But can I first talk about this Grinder show?
There might be bro balls on Mars too. There might be bro balls.
Yes, maybe bro balls and water. So there's definitely throwing a party up there. You over here talking about Grinder, the show.
And Rob Lowe's on that show, man. That is the Sam Seaborn from The West Wing. That's huge news, man.
Hey, man, I thought he couldn't do better than his role on Parks and Rec.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Why shouldn't we tune in and see?
So, how was this? Okay, well, you've been waiting to talk about the show. How was the show?
I haven't seen it yet. I'm just saying it premiered tonight. I'm excited to watch it.
What channel was that on?
It's on Fox.
Fox is spending some money, man.
Oh yeah, they got the new John Stamos show where he's 50 years old and all of a sudden he becomes a grandfather.
That show will be canceled.
Yeah, I did watch that while we were waiting before we started tonight. That looked awful, but I mean, whatever.
But I mean, was John Stamos ever funny?
I mean, he had his moments on Full House.
Yeah, but Dave Coulier was actual comedian. Mr. Boshag is actual comedian. Is Stamos a comedian or is he an actor?
No, he's an actor.
Okay.
But I mean, he pulled Rebecca Romaine back in the day. So
I think he was a band member, actually.
Right, he was part of Jesse and the Rippers.
Not part of it. He was Jesse.
He was Jesse. What was that one song that they had?
I don't know, but
they only sang one song.
It was the twins were on in the music video. It was
Playing with the tambourines?
Yeah, it might have been. Might have been tambourines.
The kids were in the video?
Yeah, his kids on the show, his twins, Alex and Nikki.
Yeah, I don't want to take PandaWatch on like a dark, deep turn, but I think I read like one of them died.
Damn.
I like how you said, I don't want to take us there, but I'm taking us there anyway.
But I'm going to turn the wheel. But I think one of them, like, yeah.
So Jesse was putting his kids out there like Master P did? Or like,
but those aren't his real kids, dude.
Yeah, we're talking about just in the show.
But I'm talking about the fictional character.
Oh, the fictional,
like, he was putting his kids out there like you see some of the rappers do when they aren't going to make it anymore, and they just throw their kids out there as rappers.
It's definitely, we have to save whatever money left in this venture, and now it's Kids Bop. But I think they were just all they did was play the tambourines in the video. I remember the video. And they had the shaggy blonde hair, too.
Were they actual twins, or were they like the other two that, like, was it one kid?
Well, there was two kids on the team.
There are two sets of twins, Jay.
All right.
It wasn't like one kid and a robot.
There wasn't.
Oftentimes there's twins, but there's really just one playing them both.
Because they're never seen on TV at the same time. But these two were on the screen at the same time.
And then the other two, there was only one on the show, but there was actually two, correct?
I cannot believe we're talking about
Yeah, we have gone fully off course talking about Full House and the twins, Alex.
So great. So great.
Let's get back on.
Yeah,
Kevin,
I don't want to talk about water on Mars. I just want to talk about the Full House twins.
Yeah. Wait, we don't want to talk about crazy Bolivian?
No. We have to go to Brazil. Sorry.
Yeah.
We'll bring you back to the twins for Full House, but there is news out of Brazil this week that, there's actually a video, because it's 2015, of a Brazilian referee pulling out a gun on whilst reffing a soccer match. He pulls out a gun on a attacking player. I think the player had punched him.
Yeah, and when he says attacking player, he doesn't mean like a striker or like a forward. He means someone who is actually attacking him.
Yes, sorry. He was not on a scoring run.
Right. So what happened was, and what happens in a lot of these like third-rate soccer leagues you see in Latin America and in Europe and really all over the world, is that there's no discipline.
South America, by the way.
What did I say?
Latin America.
South America, Central America, combined Latin America. Anyway, two different continents, by the way. Anyways,
I agree.
What you see in these third-rate soccer leagues is a lack of discipline between the players and the refs. Like, there have been reports of the refs getting attacked all the time. So finally, one ref was like, fuck that. I'm packing. So.
Yeah, and my man was packing. And the best part about it is the guy who he pulled the gun out on doesn't really flinch.
Yeah.
He kind of just was like, you're not going to shoot me, which is pretty brave and pretty ballsy, and I guess par for the course in Brazil. Because if anybody pulls a gun on me, hey, man, you got it.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Hands up, backing away. It's all you, buddy.
You got it. No time for me to play gangster out here.
Yeah, so that's pretty bizarre that happened, but I think thankfully nobody was actually injured in that.
There's no way that's not going to happen again, though. Somebody's going to get shot down there.
Oh yeah, next thing you know, the players are going to stop playing with like guns on their hips, and it's going to be like a Last Boy Scout situation.
Gosh, what a great reference right there.
Thank you, man. If there's one thing I know, it's movies. Because I certainly don't know women.
Hi-yo.
Hey-yo.
So, yeah.
Kev, I'm looking this up right now, and I'm looking at Where Are They Now, Alex and Nikki from Full House. And they are both alive and well.
Both are alive and well?
I feel like
yeah, I owe them an apology. Sorry, guys. Didn't try to kill you guys off too early.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
There's some set of twins out there from a movie that one of them, they ain't with us no more. I'll find it. And Come back next week, guys. That's the teaser. Come back
You guys hear that prediction from Kev Ma? Somewhere out there were twins on a TV show or movie, and one of them is dead.
It'll all make sense next week when I bring the information, guys.
I sure as shit hope so. Otherwise, 13 people will be very disappointed.
Hey, man. We'll get better with time.
Yes, sir. And on that note, your boy Kev Ma, do you have anything else to add? Any other topics we're missing?
I don't think I got anything else. But I would like to take this time out to say, seriously, we'll never be sponsored by Michelob Ultra. If you guys ever try to sponsor us, we'll take that big pile of cash and just say no. We have standards and morals and just give it right back to you.
Yeah, we'll piss on it first. There will be water on Mars before we get sponsored by Michelob Ultra.
Oh, man.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll
Wait. One more time. Jay, man. Lead us out with the Bro Ball, man.
Check out the Bro Ball, guys. BroBallSpeaker.com. Get your pre-order now. Take it to the beach and bro out.
Indeed, bro out. Get on the Kickstarter.
Thanks for having me. I'm a big fan of the podcast, fellas.
Of course, man. Jay, we're glad you can join us and talk to 8 people about the Bro Ball.
I love it.
But the best part about this is we go live tonight. So
yeah, this is our first podcast that uses the camera feature. So you'll see a lot of it where Kevin and I aren't even staring into the camera. And I think Jay was the only one who actually stared into the camera when he talks.
I don't think I did.
Yeah, I'm watching golf. Don't mind me, guys.
Yeah, I got Nacho Libre on mute in the background here.
Gosh, dude, hurry up and sign all so you can get to that audio.
Yeah, it's all right. I got DVR. I can rewind. But anyways, I'd like to thank you guys for listening again. Thank you for watching us for the first time on YouTube. We appreciate it. We'll be updating our Facebook page soon, our Instagram and Twitter page. Stay tuned. We'll be coming at intermittent times. You just have to remember, be patient with us. We're recording 4 hours apart. So we'll get updates out there when we can. Thank you all very much. We love you, and have a good night.
Chancletas.